Right, I'm going to make this quick so we can get into the speculations and we can get into all the data that we know that there is a submarine or a shadow underneath the dam. Basically, the map is going to evolve. Something big is going to happen. Warzone is here for a little bit longer. Even the next Call of Duty got postponed for a month and it's coming out, I believe, the 25th of November when they usually always come out on the 25th of October. So something is going to happen. You've got speculations of new maps. You've got speculations of a new Warzone on the new Call of Duty. It's definitely coming. You've got new speculations on if there's a nuke in the submarine, blows up a part of the map. We really don't know. But what we do know is that it's changed and it's different and things are evolving with the story within the world of Warzone. Now, as a viewer or a player, we all know that something like the game Fortnite goes out their way to continuously evolve the map. For example, the new season on Chapter 2 of Fortnite, Season 3, you've got the whole world which is completely been flooded by water. Everything right now is completely just taken a notch up to another level. Dare I say Fortnite can up that? Of course they can. But it's a multi-billion-dollar video game, therefore you guys know that Call of Duty Warzone is actually going up in the world. Speaking as an example as well, Call of Duty Warzone also makes $3 million a day in microtransactions. Microtransactions are actually the shop where you can actually buy skins, different gun camos, that type of thing. It's a lot of money. Start adding up the days, they make more money than they do on a microtransaction in a month than they do selling a copy of Call of Duty in itself when it comes down to a brand new game title. Warzone's here for a while. So the submarine is something that we're going to look at. We've dived into it. We've given you some great examples to why we need to look into this and teach you guys what is actually truly under the dam. Let's go.
Let's take a deep dive to the gaming revolution. The man of the hour, banned by Infinity and Call of Duty for leaking so many Easter eggs. He says they removed the 115 reference in the RCXD, which is the drivable blow-up vehicle, shack in Warzone if you glitch in there now. On the ice, behind the dam, there is a big blue patch, and within the leaked COD 2020 Black Ops Cold War Alpha, there were references to WZZM zombies coming to Warzone. So basically, on Call of Duty Zombies, there was these sort of weird stones which would have a glow shining out of them. Now, what we believe is in underneath the ice, if it's not a submarine, it could be something alien related. For example, Call of Duty Ghosts had that to do with aliens, and then obviously the series of Blackout and Black Ops, they were to do with zombies. But from the files, you'll notice that there actually is a submarine horn. There's also submarine patches. There's also forward, backwards, upside down pitches, up and down. The thing is, we know that there's going to be a new map. We know that Call of Duty Warzone has this big story arc going into it. So what is this here? We have like a video coming soon covering more about these things, going into detail, but can anyone confirm what the shadow is? Now, it totally makes sense that it is a submarine based on the history of Call of Duty. Basically, the submarines of Call of Duty vary from campaign. They vary from different types of Call of Duty campaigns, actually different sizes. But the reason why I think it could be something totally different, maybe it's a glitch. I honestly don't think they would code something like that. So personally, I don't think it's a glitch, but maybe it's like, I don't know, something alien related or a missile or a giant fish or something weird like that, is because it's a dam, right? A dam is only a certain amount of width. So technically it's coming from, I don't know, the rocks and then going into more rocks. A dam, in my opinion, and based off of what I've seen related to dams, is that there's only a certain amount of width, and a submarine, if it managed to fit in a dam, would only be able to go one direction. And by the looks of things, it doesn't seem like there's this huge ocean floor underneath it, especially underneath the rocks. You know, it doesn't logistically make much sense. But if you look at it slowed down and sped up, you can easily see that there is something under the water, and I really don't know what it is. I do feel that, you know, it could be building up to some really impressive reference, or it could be something that we've never seen before in Call of Duty. But really and truthfully, when it comes down to all of these things, you only need to look into the file's code. That's the way that they always try and tickle us, I should say, with different hints and Easter eggs in the game. After all, everything was related to the bunkers a couple weeks back. And if you notice, it actually does dissipate and go underneath this rock area, maybe the ice will melt. Maybe the ice won't melt. Maybe the dam will break. Maybe this is a hint that something isn't quite working under the dam. It then collapses, and then there's different ways of going up and down the dam. After all, the dam did break in Call of Duty Black Ops 4, aka Blackout. Now, if we look at these things over here, you'll notice in Modern Warfare 2 Remastered, there was a Russian submarine that nukes America's Special Forces strike. So, you'll see this submarine is actually a mission, and it's very relevant because Modern Warfare is all about the Gulag, all about the maps that you see. The old games have been remastered into the new games. So you can actually see clearly that there's going to be some inspiration with the Russian submarines. There's also that mission, which you're witnessing now, in the ice. You'll see the part where they actually do nuke the enemy. And then obviously, I believe in Call of Duty 4, you actually see what a nuke actually entails and what it's like when your own actual character ends up getting blown up. But no, there's loads of examples that reference between nukes. And we all know deep down that in Call of Duty, the franchise is all about nuke, 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 nuke. After all, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 was, I believe, the very first Call of Duty during multiplayer that actually introduced nukes in general. So what we're looking here is this mission is called Hunter Killer Mission, where you actually, for the very first time in Call of Duty, are underwater in Modern Warfare 3, and you get to see what a submarine actually looks like. Now, I'll be honest with you, when this actually was first playable, it blew my mind, and honestly, I forgot about it. I really did. Until I actually started researching about the Call of Duty references and missions, this has honestly resurfaced in my mind and just reminded me how amazing the Modern Warfare franchise was and now still is. To be honest with you, Call of Duty Modern Warfare sort of reinvented Call of Duty and the way that we play shooters. So, anyway, in this scene here, you'll notice that they're here activating the key cards, and they pretty much make the submarine surface, and you see the world, basically World War III, up against each other. And I do believe that this references to something submarine related. I really do. And it's about this location around the map in between these two rocks. We will take another closer look around to see more of the footage here and give us a live example on the shadow. You can almost see it on repeat, that it just keeps going and going and going. You've got obviously water down here where, you know, there again is no possible way of there really being a submarine to go down here, hence why there actually is no submarine down here. But up the very top, there is the submarine, the giant fish, the hidden files say submarine, and I'm going to tell you this again, yet to this day there has nothing been on Call of Duty submarine related. In every single Call of Duty, there has never been a multiplayer submarine related thing, which basically indicates that for them to put something in the water that does a shadow has to be the big live event to me. And that is a true statement, by the way. They're trying to be like Fortnite, where they're going to make big live events where everyone in the map can actually get together, not be murdered, basically, and then they witness a live event, and then the live event will change the world as we know it. Or it might potentially open up another map. Personally, if we look at the game Call of Duty Warzone in itself, they're really behind. You know, they really are behind. There's your shadow below, by the way, in the air. You can kind of see it as we go around. It just kind of went by there at the top of the dam. But no, they are really behind. I believe the COVID-19 stuff held back development in certain areas. I personally believe Season 4 was meant to give us a lot more. But, you know, they didn't even scramble Warzone on release on Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So we are definitely very, very behind when it comes down to these live events and all these magical moments that really could make the game good. You can even see the shadow there as well. It's going underneath, and it's just going directly in the rocks again. It just went completely. And there's another one. You can see another one there. Just you can kind of vaguely see, and now it's going into the absolute nothingness, and now it's gone. Yeah, big rip on that one, big rip. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you thought the video was good, kiss me, hit the subscribe button, and you know, that's the submarine footage and the debate.
So, do you feel like you know a little bit more? Let me know about what you think in the comments section below. What examples have we missed? Is there anything that we need to know to enhance our speculation? Is there another video about another specific subject or example that we need to give? Is there a bunker or a code, or is there a nuke hidden in the map? I have heard that there is one, but is there more that we can go out our way to really understand the breakdown of these hidden Easter eggs and speculative ideas in Warzone? My name is NitroLukeDX. See you on my Facebook gaming livestream, and stay tuned to the next God level Call of Duty Warzone video. Goodbye.